Guys, welcome back to our studies on matrices. And today, particularly, we are going to deal with addition and subtraction of matrices, where we are going to understand and perform matrix addition and subtraction easily. Now, let's get to know about the key concepts of addition and subtraction of matrices. What are the conditions for a matrix to be able to be added or subtracted? You can only add or subtract matrices if they have the same dimensions, which means if they have the same order. So, what does it mean? It means that a 2 by 2 matrix can only be added or subtracted with another 2 by 2 matrix. And a 2 by 3 matrix cannot be added or subtracted to another 3 by 2, a different matrix of the order 3 by 2 matrix. So when you look at them carefully, it means that if the order of matrices or the dimension of the matrices are not the same, then it means that we cannot perform operation of addition and subtraction on both matrices. Good. Now, what is the step-by-step way of performing matrix addition or matrix subtraction? First step, we have to make sure the order or the dimension of the matrix to be added or subtracted are the same. So if they are not the same, it means that we cannot perform set operation. Now, how do we add? We add by dealing with corresponding elements. We also subtract by dealing with corresponding elements. So if you want to add or subtract, then we need to subtract and add by working on the corresponding element. That is the main reason why the matrix have to be having the same dimension or the same order. So we are after your operation on each of the elements, we keep them in their same position, that is in their rows and columns. So let's see the generalization example of addition and subtraction of matrix. So you can see the letter A here, B, C, and D. Each of these letters are being identified with a unique color. We have red color for A. So when you go to the other set, which is the other matrix, which is matrix E, F, G, H as 8 elements, look at the color of E. It is also red. So it means that red will be added to red, light green will be added to light green, blue will be added to blue, then purple will be added to purple. So it means that we are adding these two matrices by adding their corresponding elements, A plus E, B plus F, C plus G, and D plus H. Now subtraction is also in the same format, A minus E, then B minus F, then C minus G, then D minus H. So we are going to add only the corresponding element or subtract only the corresponding element, and we keep them in their same position, whether in the rows or columns. So let's work on a unique examples. We have given matrix A and matrix B. We have matrix A to have an element of -5, 3, 2, -1. matrix B to have an element of 4, minus 3, 7, minus 5. So we want to find A plus B. We are going to identify the element of the matrix with their unique colors. We have the red one here as minus 5 and red here as 4. Light green and light green here, 2 and 7 being identified with blue color. Minus 1 and minus 5 being identified with purple color. So if I want to perform the addition operation, it is going to be performed based on the corresponding elements in the matrices. So we have minus 5 plus 4, 3 plus minus 3, 2 plus 7, minus 1 plus minus 5. So when you simplify or work on the operations based on each corresponding element, the first red elements will produce minus 1. Then the green elements will also produce 0. Then the blue element will produce 9. Then minus 1 plus minus 5 will give us minus 6. So we need to put this in mind. Let's move to A minus B using the same principle and the same condition. So here we are going to subtract each corresponding element. We have minus 5 minus 4, and we have 3 minus minus 3, we have 2 minus 7, we have minus 1 minus minus 5. In this case, we are going to get minus 9 as a result for the first element here. We have the 6 as a result for the next element in the first row, second column. We have the minus 5 as a result for the next element in the second row, first column, and 4 as a result from minus 1 minus minus 5. Good. So let's also look at B plus A. So when you look at the B plus A, what are we going to get? We are going to change the position of A and B. So this one will be matrix B and matrix A will be the next. So you are going to perform the addition based on the same principle. And it will be 4 plus minus 5 minus 1, minus 3 plus 3, 0, 7 plus 2, 9, minus 5 plus minus 1, minus 6. And let's also change the position of B and A when it comes to subtraction. And when you look at it, you are going to realize that when we change the position of A and B in the operation addition, using the operation addition, we end up getting the same elements as our result for the matrix A plus B. But when we change the position of A and B based on the operation subtraction, we end up getting different results for the operation subtraction when it comes to the matrix subtraction activity, which means that we are going to remember a certain unique. So now let's understand some common properties of matrix addition and subtraction. We have A plus B being equal to B plus A, which means that matrix addition is commutative. You got the understanding from the previous example that we've just done. Good. Now let's look at the next step of A minus B. A minus B is not equal to B minus A, which means that subtraction in matrix is not commutative. So if you are performing subtraction activity on 2 or more matrices, remember the matrix subtraction are not commutative. Then matrix addition are also associative. So this property is also talking about associativity. Then we have matrix subtraction are also not associative. So these are some common properties of matrix addition and subtraction that we need to understand. Now let's move to an expanded example. We have given a matrix which is matrix A and B. and they are 3 by 3 matrix. We are supposed to find A plus B. Can we add these two matrices? Yes, these two matrices can be added together. Why? Because their dimensions or order are the same. Now, B minus A, the operation minus 2 can be operated on matrix B and A since their dimensions are the same. Let's look at the solution. So we have A plus B. So when you look at the A plus B, we are going to put this matrix at their respective position of how the question has been put. So we have A to be the first and B to be the second. Now we are going to perform the operation addition on these two matrices based on the corresponding position of the element. So we have 2 plus 1 being 3, 4 plus 2 being 6, then 6 plus 0 being 6, then 2 plus 5 being 7, then 7 plus 2 being 9, and 5 plus 4 being 9. So we are adding them based on their corresponding element. Now we have B minus A. Pause the video and make sure you try this work and check your answer after we are done solving it. Now the solution will be of the form -1, -2, 2, -1, -6, 3, -5, 1, and 3. Why? Because 1 minus 2 is -1, 2 minus 4 is -2, 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 minus 7 -5, 1 minus 0, that is 1, and 5 minus 2 is 3. Now, let's move to another expanded example. We have given that A to be this, B to be this, and C to be this matrix. So we should find B plus C, A plus bracket B plus C. So this will be our solution. So B plus C will be in the form matrix, the first matrix B plus the second matrix C. Then when you are done adding them, 5 plus -1 will be 4, 3 plus -2 will be 1, 0 plus -3 will be -3, then 1 plus 4 will be 5. So we can also find A plus bracket B plus C. It means that we should work on the bracket first before we work on the A. So here, that is matrix A plus then the bracket, we have matrix B and C. So remember, we already have the answer for matrix B and C. We substitute the answer here, then we also operate on them, which we are going to have at the end 2, 5, 7, and 4. So this is the examples on matrix addition and subtraction. So let's come to a quick recap to understand all the concepts. You can only add or subtract matrices with the same size, dimension, or order. Then addition is commutative and associative. Subtraction is not commutative or associative. Then we use matrix addition or subtraction for data, for sales, that is find the total sales, for graphics, and many more. Now let's move to a practice section. We have been given 3 matrices A, B, and C, and we are supposed to evaluate the I, A minus B, A plus B outside, minus B plus A in a bracket, then B minus C, and the IV is saying we should evaluate B plus bracket A plus C. So thank you for taking part in this particular class section of our studies on matrix addition and subtraction. Don't forget to subscribe to this particular channel to continue receiving the best of high school education from Roland High School Math Room. Take care.